Welcome back to Accounting Space. In this video, we want to look at a question from a question paper of November 2024. And this question paper was written on the 4th of December 2024. So we are going to look at question 4 on that question paper, that is on the calculation of net wage. And also we are going to calculate order points and economic order quantity. So I'm going to our question. You see that this is our question 4, and our question 4 reads, and the following information was supplied to you by the payroll assistant of KPMG Private Limited and required you to calculate S minus a bi-weekly fortnight or for a fortnight employee net wage for 2 weeks, round all amounts to nearest rand. So very important for you to take note of this instruction. Then are you given a table that you need to go through before you attempt to answer the question. So going to our answer section, you'd see that we have is presented in this layout, answer section, whereby we have got some information being pre-entered. So we are going to start on week 1, normal wage, week 1, and then we go to week 2. Then obviously last column that we have. So we can as well try to refer back and see what information are we given according to the question. So for week 1, we are given 44 hours worked, and in week 2, we are given 39 hours worked. But we are given normal working hours is 40 hours per week. So it means anything above 40 hours becomes excess, and the part of excess becomes our overtime. So for the week 1, we've got 44, but we know that hours. So basically, what we did, our normal working hours. Then the 4, we include it under the overtime. So we got the hour is 200, so we're using 40 times 200 rand. So we come here, week 1, we're going to say 40. And the amount that we are going to get is 8,000 rands. And then we go to week 2 for information given. I know that 39 is below or less than normal working hours. So we just take 39 as it is. So we presented 39 and then we multiply by 200 rands. Then we get your answer is 7,800. 7,800 rands. We calculated the overtime and we found the overtime being 4. So, but the rate now, we know that the rate is 1.5 times normal time, which our normal times 1.5 to get the by a number of overtime hours, which is for week 1. In brackets, we are saying 1.5 times 200 rands. So we multiply there, and we see that we are going to get our answer is 1,200 rands. Then we go to week 2 in terms of overtime. If you go to week 2, you see that week 2 hours worked are actually less than normal working hours. So basically, we are saying there is no overtime. Overtime is 0. It's going to accumulate to 0, and there's nothing. Then we go to production bonus. So on production bonus, we also have information that we are given concerning our production bonus that we also need to go through. So if you come here, you see that for production bonus, we are given it is 150 rands for every 1,200 units produced. And we know that units produced is your units produced fortnight is 3,600. And if it's 3,600, it means out of 3,600, every 1,200 units are being paid 150 rands. So we need to find how many 1,200 units are inside 3,600. So basically 200. So you see what we get there. So if you calculate, you'll see that we are going to have 3. We get 3. So we've got 3 1,200 inside 3,600. So you're going to say 3 times 150 rands to get the production bonus. So we come here. We say brackets 3 times 150, which obviously is going to give you 450 being your production bonus. Then traveling allowance will refer back again. For traveling allowance, we're given traveling allowance receipt 1,800 per week. And then we now have the traveling expenses in care, 2,050 rands. But this is per week, 1,800 rands per week, but we know that the period in question is for 2 weeks. We have got 2 weeks that we are taking into account. It says they are saying for 2 weeks. Yeah, so it means we are going to consider 2 weeks. So we're going to say 1,800 rands, and then we multiply by 2, and then we get for 2 weeks. Then the answer that we are going to get, then we subtract traveling expenses to get the net traveling allowance. The net traveling allowance. So basically, just like that, we come here in brackets, we are saying, I'll just say 2 times 1,800. The answer that we are getting is subtract now. Subtract the traveling expense. The traveling expense we are having it is 2,050 rands. Then we subtract 2,050 rands. So if you calculate it correctly, you see that the net traveling allowance that you get is 1,550. So yes, that's what we have for that one. Then obviously we need now gross wage, which we are going to calculate here. So to get our gross wage, we are going to say normal wage 8,000 plus 7,800, and then we add overtime 1,200. We add production bonus 450 rands. We add traveling allowance 1,550. Then you get your gross wage, which is going to be 19,000. Which is going to be 19,000. So gross wage we say 19,000. So having done that, now we move on. We are now on less deductions. And then on deductions, we start with the provident fund. And we go to check in terms of how to calculate our provident fund. We are told that provident funds for employees 25% of gross income. So basically, we are saying 25% times gross multiplied by 19,000. And calculate, you're going to get to 4,750. So basically, that's what we have on that part. And then we go to medical fund. So medical fund employee 1,250. So these are medical aid, 49, which is 2 weeks. So we take 1,250 as it is for medical aid. So we're saying 1,000. Then we check what the person is saying about UIF as per the UIF Act. So what does see what does the Act say? But we know that the Act say 1% times your normal wage, of which we are going to calculate the say 1% times normal wage, which we calculated is normal wage is here 8,000 plus 7,800, and you get your 15,800. That's your normal wage. So 15,800. We'll calculate, we'll see what we get to get 158 rands. Then income tax, we know that income tax, we calculate income tax and say the percentage given, which we are given is 18% of taxable income. So taxable income basically 18%, and then taxable income, we say gross wage minus provident. Gross wage minus provident fund. Of which we calculated our provident fund, and that we also have a gross wage. Then we say 8% of the net figure. So we come in, say gross wage, we know that is 19,000. So we say 18% minus provident, which we got as 4,750. 4,750. Then we calculate it, the net figure that we're going to get is 2,565. So basically, that's what we have. Net wage now, we say gross minus all deductions. Gross minus all deductions, we're saying 19,000 minus 4,750 minus 1,250 minus 158 minus 2,565. And then we get the net wage figure, which is going to be 10,277. So basically, that's what we have for that part. The next part, we go to 4.2. which we are given as here. Meomin Limited manufactures floor cleaning material and uses a maximum of 10 kg of material per day in the factory. The maximum lead time for deliveries is 2 weeks. The factory operates for 5 days per week. So calculate the order points of the main. So how do you calculate order point? We say maximum order period times maximum use. So we present it as such, whereby we are saying order point it is equal to maximum by maximum use. So we can back to find the two maximum order points. We come here. We know that our maximum the maximum lead time of delivery is 2 weeks. So we've got 2 weeks, and then we multiply by the maximum use. Maximum use, we are saying we are giving it as 10 kg of material per day in the factory, of which the factory operates for 5 days. So we're going to say our 10 kg times 5 days. 10 kg times 5 days. So basically you get your maximum use. So we are saying now 10 kg. For maximum order period, we say it is 2 weeks. And then multiply by maximum, if you say 10 kg for 5 days, then you multiply by 5 days. And we get an answer. Your answer should be in units, which is going to be 100. It's going to be 100 kg. So that's the final answer that we have. So moving forward, we see that the next question that we have is on 4.3. The following information appears in the books of air flight manufacturers regarding item Air 663TK. So we're given information that we are given in the table. Then beneath that it says calculate the following. We're given economic order quantity and then average stock. So for economic order quantity, of course, we need to come up with the formula first. So we are saying economic order quantity is equal to 2 times 2, and then we multiply by annual consumption. Annual consumption times order cost. Times order cost all over all the costs of 1 unit per of 1 unit per, and all this the answer that we get, you find the square root. So that's what we have. But from there we can now we can try to find the figures that we have there, whereby we are saying 2 annual consumption. We check for annual consumption in the information given. We're given that the expected annual consumption is 110 units. So we come in, we say 110,000 units, and then we multiply by order costs. So order costs, we find it here, which is 30 rand, which is 30 rand. Then overholding cost of 1 unit per year. Overholding cost of 1 unit per year. So what the cost of 1 unit per year will here back again to check where can we get that holding cost of 1 unit per year. We are given the storage cost per unit per month. This one is the holding cost. Storage cost we need according to our formula we need per year. So the 1 month that we are given, we can multiply it by 12 to get it for the. So we are saying answer section. We can say over 150 times 12 to get your holding costs per year. So if we done this now, we can now find the square root so from there if you calculate correctly you're going to get your final answer as 366,666.66, which you are going to round off to the whole number. It becomes 366,667 units. Basically, that's what we have. So lastly, we have the average cost. So calculation again of the average cost, we need to come up with a formula whereby you say average cost it is equal to economic order quantity, economic order quantity over 2 and then we add safety stock. Whereby we are saying economic order quantity, we have calculated it, and we've got 366,667. And then we divide, we add safety stock, and we try to see what figure do we have for safety stock with respect to information given. So that safety stock is given just 4,000 units. So you come here, we add 4,000. We add 4,000. So the final answer that you get becomes 187,333.5, which is going to be rounded off to become the whole number. It becomes 187,334. So that becomes our final answer for average stock. So basically, this is what we have, guys, according to our question 4 on the question paper of November 2024. We can as well take note that our last question is 33 marks. So let's stay tuned for more typical examination questions to be uploaded on this channel. So let's stay tuned, let's subscribe, let's share, and let's get notified. And let's meet again in the next video.